So, I'm officially off shift now, and I wanted to make sure I got to climb in before I took off. So, this is the third climb of this tour, and right now we're taking up firefighter Anthony Rodriguez, engine 279, housed with ladder 131, the Red Hook section of Brooklyn, the Happy Hookers. I'll probably get this right once, so I'm going to say it now on this part. This climb is dedicated to his mother, Brunilda, father, Pedro Jose, his brother, Peter, his wife, Evelyn, his daughter that was born on September 14th, Morgan Antoinette, his three sons, Justin, Anthony, Michael, and Derek, and his two daughters, Lynette and Lauren. This climb is dedicated to your family, so you know our brother, who was 36 years old, Anthony Rodriguez, will never be forgotten. We've got a total of 7 verticals to reach the 101st floor. From there to the 110. So we'll be kicking off that first vertical shortly for our brother, Anthony Rodriguez. So, our brother was a United States Navy vet, served 10 years in the Navy as an E5 second class radioman. After finishing his decade of service as a Navy veteran, he joined the FDNY. Our brother was a probationary firefighter assigned to the Happy Hookers for approximately 6 months. On the morning of 9/11, he was there talking with his brothers at the firehouse. Called his family, said he was on the way back home to Staten Island. Second tower hit, called his family back, and he responded to 9/11 with engine 279. Again, Red Hook section of Brooklyn, the Happy Hookers. His daughter, Morgan Antoinette, which was the name of his daughter that he wanted from his wife, Evelyn, was born September 14th. He actually made up her nursery. I was extremely proud, as our brother was a handyman, able to work on a house, refinish a bathroom, or do whatever needed to get done. Our brother was 36 years old on 9/11. Again, a veteran with the United States Navy, E5 second class radioman. For his service to our country and his service to the citizens of New York. With honor and respect, we climb. It said that he was the life of the party for his family. That once a year, his family would go camping together. And that he would always set up the barbecues and camping. It said that Sundays were priceless to the Rodriguez family, having lunch together. Right now, taking him up to finish his footsteps to the 110th floor. Live from Sullivan Park Fire in the gym. This is the 343 commitment. and still counting. 110th floor Memorial Stair Climb for our brother, firefighter Anthony Rodriguez. At the time was a probationary firefighter and was posthumously promoted along with 5 other brothers on November 1st. It said that when the graduation ceremony happened, there were 6 chairs. And in those 6 chairs was bunting for the brothers who passed on 9/11. Camerata, Eoria, Richie Allen, our brother Anthony Rodriguez, to name 4 of the 6. And right now, I'm taking him up to finish his footsteps all the way to the 110th floor. Dedicated to the FDNY, up and on the line. To Brooklyn's Red Hook Raiders. Promise you that we will never, ever forget the sacrifices that were made on 9/11 and those that followed with Ground Zero working the pile, where men and women worked days, weeks, and months until the mission was declared complete. This is why we climb. To carry their story, to keep their names alive. 19 years later, we're still doing it. We're not forgetting, but instead we will always remember those sacrifices, the families left behind, just what it is. These are the reasons that we climb. So, let's see if I can get this right the second time. This climb is dedicated to our brother Anthony Rodriguez's family. His mother Brunelda, father Pedro Jose, wife Evelyn, sons Justin, Derek, and I believe it was Michael. If I get it right, I apologize if it's not totally correct. Daughters, Lynette and Lauren, and the youngest, who was born on September 14th, Morgan Antoinette. And additionally, his brother, Peter. This is your climb, dedicated to your family, so you will know that he will never be forgotten. These are the reasons we climb. Taking him up, one step at a time to the next floor, until we reach the 110th floor. And we're going there now for our brother who was posthumously promoted from a probationary to the position of firefighter on November 1st. So this is for firefighter Anthony Rodriguez from Engine 279, Town Ladder 131, Brooklyn Red Hook section, the Happy Hookers. As I said, our brother was within his probationary time period and was getting off that morning, called his family, advised he was headed back to Staten Island on the initial hit. When the second tower was hit, he called his family back and joined his brothers on Engine 279, responding on 9/11, the worst terrorist attack on U.S. soil, where the greatest rescue effort in United States history took place, with upward of 25,000 being saved because of the bravery, heroism, and valor that was shown. And his other son's name is Anthony Michael. I missed the word Anthony, I'm sorry. This is dedicated to his family, to the FDNY off and on the line, the Happy Hookers in Red Hook, Brooklyn, Engine 279, Tower Ladder 131, and to our country. Keep your promise to never forget. We're still remembering our brothers and their sacrifices. 19 years and counting. Taking them up symbolically to the very top of the towers. Right now, for our brother, who had about 6 months on the job, assigned with the Happy Hookers of Brooklyn in the Red Hook section. Prior to this, our brother gave a decade of service as a U.S. Navy E-5 Radioman Second Class. We cannot forget his service to our country, nor can we forget the service to the citizens of New York. Right now, taking him up. So this is the (286th) climb, leaving 57 brothers left to reach the top upon completion of this memorial climb. Taking them up one by one, each story being told for their families, for our country to know that we will never forget. 19 years later and counting, 20 years later and counting, we will always remember their sacrifices. They will not just become a name on a wall and a picture on a plaque. This is why we climb individually across the nation on 9/11 climbs and the runs that happen across the U.S. and across the world. So everyone knows we're keeping our promise, our commitment to keep them alive. For their families, the FDNY, and our country. We will continue to spread their stories. As I said, on September 14th, firefighter Rodriguez's daughter, Morgan Antoinette, was born to his wife, Evelyn. Our brother was a husband and a father to 3 sons, and after Morgan was born, 3 daughters. Justin, Anthony Michael, and Derek, Lynette, Lauren, and Morgan Antoinette. This is, you know, your father will never be forgotten. Our brother played sports, and enjoyed the time he had with his family. They would go and get the family together at least once a month, and once a year they would go camping. they would have picnics and barbecues as a family for his mother, Brunilda, and father, Pedro Jose. Your son will never be forgotten. A promise made, a promise kept. And we're now over the halfway mark in this 110 floor memorial climb. For our brother, firefighter Anthony Rodriguez, a probationary firefighter at the time with engine 279, tower ladder 131. Never forgotten. Taking him up now on the third to last vertical coming up. 2 more after that. Gets to the 101st floor. And this climb will be complete at 110. Taking him up for his service to our country. A decade of service in the United States Navy as an E5 radio man, 2nd class. To his probationary time with the FDNY, where with so many others in the 343, he made the ultimate sacrifice so that others could live. 1 of 6. On November 1st, it was posthumously promoted to the position of firefighter, along with our brothers that I can remember right offhand as Richie Allen, Camarada, and Dioria. Were 4 of the 6 that were posthumously promoted on the ceremony November 1st. But right now, taking our brother to the very top. For his wife Evelyn, sons Justin, Michael Anthony, and Derek, and daughters Lynette, Lauren, and Morgan Antoinette. This is his climb. The third of this tour on this 48-hour shift that I finished this morning. So it's another brother taking that journey to the top before I go home. Taking him up with honor and respect, given for the sacrifices that were made both on and after 9/11/2001. Those that were in the rescue effort to those that were in the recovery. Ground Zero. The end still counting. Those men and women that worked the plow for days, weeks, and months succumbed to 9/11 illness and cancers from working the plow. They will rightfully have their climbs after the 343 initial commitment climbs are completed. God willing, I'll carry as many as I can, one by one, to honor their sacrifices in the recovery efforts. This is the reason we climb. To push them up. To finish those footsteps. Carry them all the way. Symbolically, with me right now, is firefighter Anthony Rodriguez. Taking him up as we speak. Coming up on that second to last vertical. for this 110 floors. Coming to you live from the gym in Southern Park, New Mexico. This is the 343 commitment and still counting. 110 floors in honor and respect for the sacrifice made so that others could live. For our brother, into 279 probationary firefighter, posthumously promoted to firefighter, Anthony Rodriguez, Brooklyn's Red Hook, Happy Hookers, assigned with Tower Ladder 131, which when I was doing the research, it said he actually did a little work on Tower Ladder 131 during his 6 months in. Taking him up all the way to the top, second to last vertical, to carry our brother's story from the ground floor to the 110th floor. Symbolically finishing his journey, finishing those footsteps to reach the top. We're going now for firefighter Anthony Rodriguez of the Happy Hookers in Brooklyn. Gave a decade of service, 10 years with the United States Navy as a veteran. Was a E5 radioman second class during his service to our country. Gave 6 months of service to the citizens of New York, assigned to the Happy Hookers into 279 on 9/11, 2001. 19 years later, we still remember. 19 years later, we still carry our brothers, finishing their footsteps, telling their stories. 19 years, and we're going to continue. 20 and counting, continual. We will never forget. We will always remember and honor their sacrifices all across the country. Our brothers and sisters will climb in 9/11 climbs, in memorial climbs dedicated to 9/11 and our brothers and sisters that were lost, and those that followed after within the and still counting. So here we are, the last vertical oncoming for this 110 floors memorial star climb for firefighter Anthony Rodriguez, given with honor and respect for his service to his country and to the citizens of New York and the FDNY. Given his sacrifice made so that others could live. We're upwards of 25,000 were saved in the greatest rescue effort in United States history because the bravery, valor, and heroism that was shown by all at the pile, at the Twin Towers. We will never, ever forget. We will instead always remember and tell their stories. Now, it's on last push to the 101st floor for our brother, firefighter Anthony Rodriguez. For his mother, Brunilda, father, Pedro Jose, wife, Evelyn, sons, Justin, Anthony, Michael, and Derek, and daughters, Lynette, Lauren, and his baby girl that was born on September 14th, Morgan Antoinette, who took his name that he wanted her to have, and his brother Peter. We will never forget that sacrifice his family left behind. We will instead always remember. Pushing him up on the second backside of this last vertical to get to that 101st floor. We climb to finish another brother's climb. We climb for our brother, firefighter Anthony Rodriguez, into 279. Hildred ladder, correction, tower ladder 131. Red Hook section of Brooklyn. The Happy Hookers. Almost there. We have now reached that last vertical completion for our brother. We have 9 floors left. For his family, for the FDNY, and for our country. Remember them. Remember their sacrifices. Don't just think about them one time a year. Never forget. One of the greatest rescue efforts in United States history. Our brother went into action. And due to the valor, bravery, and heroism were shown, upwards of 25,000 were saved. We will never, ever forget them. For his Mother Benilda, Father Pedro Jose, your son will never be forgotten. For his children, Justin, Anthony, Michael, and Derek, and daughters, Lynette, Lauren, and baby girl, Morgan Antoinette, who was born on September 14th. Never forgotten. Our brother's posthumous promotion as one of 6 brothers on November 1st will always be remembered for the heroism and bravery that was shown. Center 10th floor. Firefighter Anthony Rodriguez, engine 279. Rest in peace, brother. We got this.